Hi everybody, and welcome to your full moon lunar eclipse pick a card reading for September 17th and 18th, 2024. So this is occurring at 1 degrees of Pisces in sidereal astrology, and that is in the Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra in Vedic astrology, the 25th. It's ruled by Jupiter. Pisces' ancient ruler is Jupiter as well. We could see a big expansion, and that is expanding whatever it touches, good or bad. Deception could be at an all-time high. Trickery, with the moon being full and Neptune also having that dreamlike quality to it. So maybe not everything you see is as good or as bad as it's being portrayed. So it's going to take a lot of tuning into your own senses, staying grounded, staying focused, on what's real and what's not. So we have three piles to choose from. Our first one we have is Moonstone. This is great for emotional healing, balancing. It's a feminine stone, obviously. It coincides with the lunar energies, deals with the heart chakra, emotions. All right, we also have pile 2 is Azurite. This is an angelic stone, but it's a deep dark blue, and it's been used to make dyes for clothing and paintings for centuries, but it's most aligned with the third eye, and that is for cleaning and clearing the mind, balancing the mind. Maybe you have an overactive mind or you're anxious, but it's also expanding of learning, curiosity, expanding the mind, maybe with psychedelics, but it could have to do with information, understanding, coming through some kind of clear definition. It can also help activate the throat chakra so you can communicate clearly. And finally, pile 3, we have Libyan desert glass. So originally when I learned about this stone, I don't know, like 8 years ago, somebody told me that it was formed by a lightning strike in Libya in the desert, and it's extremely rare because there's a finite amount. But I also read that it's like a tektite stone, meaning it's formed from a meteor impact. So millions of years old, stone of manifestation then in that regard, much like moldavite. So I'm going to call it the stone of manifestation. It's also, though, associated with your solar plexus, the sun god, solar energy, expression, energy, and movement. All right, so take a moment, pause the video if you want, and focus on the pile that you're most interested in or drawn to. You can always pick more than one, and I'll put timestamps down below. All right, welcome, pile 1. You chose this moonstone, and we will begin with your Queen of the Moon Oracle. We have release. All right, well, that's what full moons are all about, especially eclipses. They amplify that energy. This is in Pisces. It could have something to do with your subconscious mind. Also, with this being the moonstone, aligning with that heart chakra and opening a release of emotions, trapped energy in the heart that maybe prevented you from feeling as deep as you are meant to. But it could be releasing and transforming old trauma into positive energy. But we're releasing something, or we could be releasing energy into the universe for the good of others. We're able to, if you've already moved past that healing process, then this is a good time to release that positively transformed energy into the universe, expressing yourself, telling your story, your journey. Sharing it with others could give them a lot of strength and empowerment for your night. Be brave and honest. Okay, so this could have to do again with some deep healing, being honest with yourself about what needs to be forgiven, healed, and released in the heart. And that healing, this transformation can't happen without the truth. And the truth doesn't care about your feelings, right? Unfortunately. So you could be getting some clear communication from your guides. I haven't even read pile 2 yet, but if you're drawn to the Azurite, you might find a message in there as well. But it looks like they're also giving you the courage to take this information and actually apply it to your life and where you are needing to heal or forgive in a certain area. For our astrology card, we have house 7. So that is partnerships, relationships, intimacy, romantic partners. Okay. That's the sign of Libra. So it's all about regaining balance. We have the autumn equinox coming up September 22nd, shortly after this, in tropical astrology. But that's when the sun enters Libra there. So we are trying to bring our relationships back into balance. Maybe you've been overcompensating or underactive in a certain part of your relationship. Have you been neglecting something, or have you been doing too much of something? It affects the partnership. So there needs to be an honest communication of feelings between you and either a family member, a partner, a close friend, to express how you feel the relationship dynamic is evolving. So, and perhaps, with the goal of bringing something into balance, recognizing where each might have room for improvement. Let's look at our alchemy card, sublimation. So that is number 67. More birds. You might be seeing a lot of birds around your house around the full moon, or hearing them. I know I said this in a recent video, but it takes a lot of strength to let go of some past pain, to no longer identify with it. So that's what the knight is saying. Be brave and just go through with it, because you're going to feel so much better afterwards. So let's see. Because it's wasted energy, it takes a lot less energy to release something rather than to keep holding on to it. All right, so sublimatio is elevation, rising, flight. Sublimatio is the great alchemical operation of air. It occurs when there is enough heat to change a solid substance into a gas, causing it to rise up, up, and away. Therefore, when sublimation is present, there is an aspect of celebrated elevation, of ascending above and gaining a greater perspective. Birds in flight, mountain peaks, ladders, and balloons are all sublimatio images. As with all the operations, sublimatio has a shadow potential. Through ascension, there is a risk of separating from others, of sensing oneself higher or above. This risk is particularly great in spiritual traditions that offer a linear model of achievement. The divine alchemist rises humbly and supports the upliftment of others, always in touch with the cycle of humanity. Service is the natural balancing agent for sublimatio. It may be the next rung on your ladder. So service to others, that's the house of Virgo, the 6th house. We're coming into that time when the sun enters Virgo on the 17th, I believe, in sidereal. So hike up a mountain or gaze on an airplane window. Notice sublimatio occurring within. You may feel wonder, awe, or shift in perspective. Use this energy to write or draw. Dissociation is an example of sublimatio and shadow. When this card appears, reconnect with that feeling you'd rather avoid. Be with them rather than rising above them. Okay. So you have to be with them so you can release them. All right. Your journey card here, we have the inner child. Okay, so this definitely has to do with something to do with your past. Could be a relationship with your parents or something to do with their marriage. Okay. So maybe that's why you picked the moonstone. It could do with the mother wound, the heart healing, because that's your first love, is your parents, right? And if that was somehow disrupted or corrupted, then it can leave this lasting impact on the inner child. So I'm reading this description from the book. To fit in as children, we often deny a part of ourselves. People may not have responded when we shared what we needed, so we stopped. But these unmet needs often drive us as adults. To heal and release old patterns, it's important to identify what we needed as kids. Be a caretaker to yourself, your younger self. Take time to play. Use your imagination. Dress up or order an ice cream just because. Give yourself unconditional love, attention, permission to pursue dreams, and whatever else you needed. By reconnecting with your inner child, you can access the wisdom and wonder they have been waiting to share. Okay. You're the only pile that I picked a Journey of Love card for. because of the moonstone and the heart healing. So let's see what it says. The heart of the moment. Guys, this is great. It's amazing. So, 1 sec. So the color of the card's blood red, you know, for the heart pumping blood, but also that's the root chakra. So the root of the problem, the root cause, you might see where the IC line lands in your chart, your natal chart. So that's the root. And also the south node could be impacting your present life from your past lives. It could run that deep. And that's why it's been this hard to release. Let's see what the book says about the heart of the moment. You are entering a time in your life where past and future are colliding. In this present moment, you have a powerful opportunity to decide how you wish to continue in a certain pattern of relating or not. This may mean leaving a relationship or starting a new one, but even if you cannot yet make that decision with peace in your heart, you can still partake of the heart of the moment and decide how you shall choose to be. Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism, of judgment and anxiety, of loss and despair, and just be with your own heart now? Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself, even if that trust says that you have to wait a while longer before you can make a more long-term decision? This is a time when you can alter your future, stepping into relationship with another, with the divine, with yourself in a new way. Even the smallest choice for love is a step in the best direction. You have the heart of the divine within you. It's not too hard for you to choose love. Let go of the people who want you to choose jealousy or fear or doubt. Their games are not nearly as fun. Choose love, and who knows, maybe they'll join your party instead. So it said, yeah, let go of the people who want you to choose to be jealous or in those low vibrations, because they're triggering this wound that you sustained from childhood that goes back to the lower chakras. So there's that need for security that wasn't established. So you have to secure yourself. You have to provide for yourself. Be your own parent. Sometimes that requires discipline. This is a message from Saturn. Okay. All right. Moving on to the tarot, we have the Seven of Flames. Okay, the fighting. So there's the fire. You could have anger issues. Mars could be transited right now. Emotions could be inflamed. You know, it's like reopening an old wound. Like you thought this was healed and then it's just ripped open again. So there's a resistance there. That's why you need this bravery. This feels like a soul guide. This is a mentor who's helping you through this process. All right, fighting through the flames and the daughter of flames. Okay, so it looks like a phoenix walking out of the ashes, you know, having fought through all this fire, the 6 wands, defending yourself with the 7th. Could be 6 days, 6 weeks from now. It could have been going on for the last 6 months. So, but this is you fighting your way through, coming out the other side, you know, completely unrecognizable from your former self. If this process hasn't started yet, it's going to start here at this full moon after this release. But I'm seeing 6 months completely reborn, and the 5 of flames, incredible. So I did shuffle these blind. I was listening to some sound bowls while I was shuffling, so I was pretty focused. But this is really amazing, the amount of fire here. But fire is also passion, you know. And it looks like it's a simmering down, you know. It's starting to turn. There's this competition is what's being released. This fear of flashback, or, you know, it's a lot of fear being extinguished. Okay. I usually read the tarot cards first and then the oracle cards, but I was just last minute, wanted to do it this way. And now I see why. It wouldn't have made any sense if I would have pulled those cards first. So, okay, one more. Let's see. Insight opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. Okay, so if you're drawn to pile 2, I highly recommend it. I haven't seen it yet, so let's see. Dragonfly, you bring light to the world. Yeah, that's it. That's this transmutation, this sublimation of solid into gas. There's a rapid expansion here that with Jupiter involved in this full moon, being the ruler of the nakshatra where it's occurring. So you're expanding your light, quite literally, these flames. They are beacons. They're kind of like periodically spread out. There's like people have good memories of you though. You know, where you ran into a lot of people. You might have a lot of Mercury strong in your chart, Virgo or Gemini. I did mention Virgo earlier. But this, you go around like lighting fires in people. Either that, you know, or having the negative, the shadow aspect being starting little fires, you know, of conflict. But your words are extremely powerful. You touch people's emotions deeply when you have an interaction with them. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. The releasing, letting go of vices. What's the lower chakra impulse that you want to feed? Whether it's, you know, what addiction or what self-soothing habit, which can be self-destructive, are you engaging in? So there's a need, like I said, care for yourself. So don't destroy yourself. You have to do the opposite of what the reaction is, the impulse is. Love charm, attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. So if some of you are in a relationship already, this person, maybe this person, like I said, there is a soul mate or a soul guide walking next to you. This could be that kind of love, or it could be your partner. If you're not in relationship, then having gone through this difficult transformation and walking out the other side, completely changed. So I don't know, these cards are pretty detailed. It could be hard to pick up on camera, well, my camera. But anyway, she's like dancing though. She's free, but she's in a completely new form, completely revived and ascended, like the Sublatio card says. Okay. All right, I think that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you for tuning into this reading. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Azurite. All right. And I'll just say this, as I was shuffling for your pile, a lot of extra cards kept falling out, so you might have more messages than anyone, but that kind of aligns with this Azurite stone here, the communication, the third eye, and the throat. So let's get these Queen of the Moon cards that both fell out. We have Hunger, the Wolf Moon. Okay, the full moon. Howling at the Moon, number 29. All right, and then we have Wisdom. All right, that's perfect for Azurite. Number 22, your pile 2. Could be seeing 222. You're a builder. You're a balancer. There's something that your wisdom is growing. We said this full moon is ruled by the Jupiter nakshatra, where it's taking place. So you're expanding your mind, your wisdom. You're hungry for knowledge. There's some deeper truth or meaning that you're searching for, spiritual expansion as well as intellectual. You want to challenge yourself again in some regard. We have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Okay, so there's a desire then that there's something that you've been doing, like a pattern of your behavior that needs to change as well, like breaking bad habits, starting new patterns for yourself, experiencing a pattern break, going to a different library or taking a different way to work. You might run into somebody that can help you on this journey. They may have a resource for you. Okay, let's see, you also got another Angel and Ancestor card, Hermit, retreat and recharge. Yeah, you guys are on it right now. You're going deep. So, and this is the card of Virgo, so purification and fasting. That could be from social media, from talking or texting or interacting with people. There's a need for you to really go inward right now. I think you've been looking in the mirror, but looking through it more than actually seeing your reflection and having an accurate perception of it or being honest with yourself about it. So there's something here. There's a lot of insight that you're gaining about your truth, where you are, you know, your higher path. I think a lot of you are seeking. Let's see our astrology card, Cardinal. Yeah, new direction. So this is a new season, Libra, in the tropical timing. We have September 22nd. So instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. So yeah, you're on a quest, a vision quest or a knowledge quest. All right, we have Ash. Okay, number 33. So you have 2 master numbers in this reading already, 22 and 33. feels like a resurrection, of your soul, of your spirit, of your desire, because we have hunger that started this whole thing with the wolf moon. There's a desire to reach higher, go beyond. You're just telling yourself, screw that. I'm not limiting myself anymore. So the title of this card is Memory, Ancestors, and the Past. And here we have Elders, move beyond ancestral patterns. So I wonder if they're talking about, your ancestors. Maybe you need to study who they were, pay them respects, visit maybe their gravesite, give them offerings on your altar, whatever you practice to honor that. Because they are your spirit guides. They're all watching you. They're all urging you to continue on this path, whatever it is that you've started or you've considered starting. Maybe you'll have this epiphany during the eclipse or around that time, 3 days before or after. So the sun moves into Virgo September 17th as well. That could be a beginning of a fasting period for you, like I said, if you want. Let's see, and the ash is the resurrection, the rebirth. Let's keep going. Ash represents what has come before it. The fire is over now, and its flames took with it all recognizable form of what was burned. Only memories in the soft gray ashen substance remain. When this card appears, look back and sift through what has occurred. You are in the realm of ancestors, past relationships, and those that have passed to another realm. Be gentle with the process, as it is delicate and sacred. The ash card asks us to tend to the true nature of endings, grief, and letting go. You may be asked to be present with others experiencing loss. When in doubt, be like ash. It is silken, light, and easily carried by the wind. That air element we have with the azurite, the angels. Soften into the memories and into the tears. Eventually forgiveness follows and the heart travels alight. So if you're coming from pile 1, you're already resonating with this reading as well with the ash reference. If you are called to view pile 1, I recommend it. And we have the ash card is subtle but powerful, affecting the entire reading. Envision it as an ashen layer covering all the surrounding cards and shifting their meaning. Fire is a great equalizer. Do not take this card personally, but rather as a call to be present and kind to yourself and others as we navigate the challenge of letting go. All right. So that's maybe the reason for the retreat and the recharge. Take some time for yourself. You need it at this point. It's necessary. All right, moving on to the journey card. We have the Whisper. The air element. I was mentioning you came to this pile for a clear answer, for a clear connection to your elders, your higher spirit. So that requires silence, being able to hear a whisper. You're trying to hear between dimensions. I mean, they're through deep focused meditation or, like I said, some of you doing psychedelics. I'm not advocating or endorsing anything. But this is when you could hear this kind of thing, or even during a fast. You can experience that because you're cleaning out everything in your body and you're opening yourself up completely. But you have to be in a safe space to do this, like a protected environment, so you can just hear the clear messages of your ancestors or your guides on what's coming next. It's funny. I just noticed there's a match here. He's holding a match, Fire, initiation, and then everything burns to the ground, burns to ash, and then it's quiet, and you can hear the whisper. Okay, so we're going on to the tarot cards. 9 of Swords. All right, you've really come to your limit as far as suffering goes. That's the end of it. There's something that can't be ignored any longer. Something that needs answered. You've been, it's been keeping you up at night. Seeker of Orbs. Yeah, Page of Swords. Yeah, seeking an answer. On a vision quest, a spiritual quest. Finding your way through this dark cave. It's got that hermit. Oh, wow, that's incredible. Even though this is a Page of Swords in this deck, the way that it's illustrated is reminiscent of the traditional deck where the hermit is holding a lantern. And that's exactly what she's doing here. using the guiding light of wisdom, experience, applied recognition of growth, being a light for others, illuminating the path, because it's dark. It's scary when you're on that path alone, but it has to be walked alone. It's not for the faint of heart, whatever quest that you're on, but like you're hungry. You're hungry to put an end to the suffering, or the not knowing, or the not understanding or understanding. And then we have the 5 of coins. Okay. So some sort of loss. The crystal's broken, it fell down. There might be, a strong ego death, a shattering of a perception of formerly held belief. It may be an elimination of all beliefs. From that point on, you only have your intuition and yourself to trust. All right. So I'm going to get a little clarification for us, because it does seem kind of dark, but I really see you being, like I said, a guide for others in the dark. This person was in the cave, right? She's in a cave. She's in a dark wood. So there's a light that you carry because you were brave enough to go through this. All right, so I'm just going to get a little message for us. Friendliness. Yeah, there's the 2 of Cups. You have a true friend, a true soulmate that, sees what you're going through and is respecting that journey, supporting it. They're there for you. You might feel alone, but you're really not. You have friends, you have loved ones, people that can relate to you. You might not think they can, but they really can. And underneath we have guidance, the 3 of coins. So your angels, your guides, guardian angels are present for you. There's no doubt about that. So have no fear in that regard of where you're going or where you're being called to go. Let's see what these magic cards have for us. Insight. So opens the 3rd eye to strengthen intuition. That's the gem azurite. You're certainly getting a good squeegee to the 3rd eye this month. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. And dragonfly, you bring light to this world. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle a little more. These are safe and happy travel. Okay, so protection from harm when journeying. That's good. The journeying in your mind. And then we have the triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, divine and earthly. All right. Time to shine. Create an energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So that's the orb that you're carrying there. All right. I'm going to end this reading with a rose oracle card for you. Okay, Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, destiny. Yes. Trust your wisdom, your intuition. You're not going to fall off the path anymore. I mean, your guides are there to, it's like, you ever go bowling and they had bumpers up in the lanes? Like you can't throw a gutter ball. You're going to stay on track. No matter what, you're going to knock down at least one pin. But yeah. So trust in the divine plan. It's your destiny where you're going. You will meet it. There's no fear of failure anymore. I think that's what that is. The fear of maybe disappointing somebody, yourself, your elders. But let's see, underneath this, we have the codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. So yeah, you are ready to be reborn. Like I said, everything is burnt to ash. And you're ready to start new. You're ready to be your authentic self. That's what the blue is, the truth. The throat chakra, speak the truth, be the truth, embody it. There's nothing to hide from anymore. All's been forgiven, all's been purged. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, Pile 2. I hope you found this reading helpful, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, welcome pile 3. You chose the Libyan Desert Glass, a powerful solar ray of manifestation. Let's see what your Queen of the Moon card is. The unexpected, the blue moon. Well, isn't that pleasant? So that's a full moon. Number 43 might be important to you. I believe that's the 14th prime number, so that number could be significant as well. All right, once in a blue moon. Expect the unexpected. Well, we do have Uranus aspecting this full moon positively, and that's Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So the nakshatra where this full moon is occurring, Purva B, it's starts in Aquarius and ends in Pisces. But anyway, it's just like the Jupiter and being involved as the ruler is an expansion of the unexpected, maybe in your 11th house. Social relationships, friendships, somebody from the collective. All right, let's see. Druid, hold the space for what is unexpected. So, sounds silly, but you're going to have to release the expectation. But keep yourself open to receiving. Then we have the South Node, destined to release. Okay, so full moon, lunar eclipse, not surprised. Release is part of that process every full moon. It's extremely, it might be enhanced. Maybe Jupiter's transiting your South Node during this eclipse. But you're feeling definitely ready to let go of the past and open yourself up to something extremely rare and valuable. And then we have the yellowing, the lightning. Oh my goodness. So didn't I say in the introduction, when you were looking at this, that when I first learned about Libyan desert glass, that it was formed by lightning, okay, striking the ground. And I recently did a reading where the white snake came up and it was called lightning. So that's the phase before the yellowing. And we're talking about the yellow solar plexus and solar energy. So you could also be seeing snakes or images of snakes lately. Let's see what the book says. Oh, well, I just noticed that this is number 14, right, as I'm looking it up, and I mentioned 43 and the 14 being the 14th prime number. So these two are definitely connected. So let's see. It says aging, transitioning, and warning. Indicating transition, the yellowing leads us into the next phase of our alchemical work. Envision the yellowing as pages of a beloved novel or the ochre blanket of leaves in fall. We're coming into that season. This color seeps out to signify the beginnings of the end, a return to zero. Even a deep bruise finds a yellow tint as it reaches its final phase of healing. In contrast, yellow can be the marker of long-awaited growth, as seen in the first rays of the sun and the cheer of forsythia in February. Whatever its message, yellowing tells the truth. It leads us forward, like the vibrant canary in the coal mine, warning of what's to come. Take heed. The transition is here, whether by yoke or bite. How to respond is up to you. It's likely you already know. All right, so reminiscent of the death card, too. The imagery of the snake, death and rebirth, shedding skin. The yellowing rides a fine line. In art, the color is often interpreted as cheeriness covering turmoil, as seen in the late paintings of Van Gogh. Imagine a rainbow with no yellow. The colors remain static, disconnected. The gift of yellow is the bridging of all phases, the full expression of life's spectrum. I'm thinking of the Yellow Brick Road. I don't know, The Wizard of Oz just came to mind. Maybe you watched it recently or you were thinking about it, or there's a message in there about the metaphor of whatever that may be to you. It seems personal. Okay, but following the Yellow Brick Road, well, to me, that's like the solar plexus, following your will, your destiny, destined to release. There's more waiting for you ahead. Like if you think the best part of your life is behind you, it's not true. It's only just begun. There's things cracking here, getting ready to break. In the white card before it, there's a snake coiled around an egg, causing it to crack. And that was just the beginning. Now things are really taking shape. Now things are really coming out. They're starting to be expressed in an unexpected way. Maybe you could have a burst of creativity. That sun ruling the rules Leo. So there could be a solar plexus blockage, maybe, which is why you were drawn to this Libyan desert glass. Okay. Next, we have the journey card, the unknown. Okay, guys, so there's some big secret that I don't know. I'm not allowed to tell you, but there's a star there. Destiny, destined to release, destined to achieve. That's the North Node. Okay, so you're definitely, there's two portals here too. They're like looking into this Stargate almost. Stargate. Like looking, through the looking glass. Like, yeah, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, looking into the unknown. You're like looking into the void. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see what your tarot cards have. The Queen of Air, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, very out there. Uranian energy, unknown, unexpected, but very wise, very clear, confident. Okay, so that's the yellowing. Like I said, you're really kind of just forming your identity now. It's like there's a great reveal. Nobody would have seen this coming. Oh, the Ten of Fire. Yeah, that's the end of a cycle too. So she's like that burning, burning up old contracts. It's done. It's over. Time to start over. Destined to release. That's what she's doing. Releasing, maybe even writing your manifestations and burning them. This is a water full moon, so I wouldn't recommend that, but save it for the Aries full moon. Definitely. Send out those manifestations to the universe. Okay, you're ready to be done with something. You're ready to release something. And then we have the Emperor. All right, taking charge, taking command. I mentioned Leo and the Sun. This is the Sunstone, the solar gods of Egypt, right? Could have strong Leo or Aries because the number 4. I don't know. But anyway, there's taking charge. That's the same with the Queen of Swords too. Her word is law, as is the Emperor. This could be like a separation for some people, not everybody, very small faction, but destined to release, and you have the Emperor and a Queen here. There could be a divorce going underway. It could be unexpected. I hate that, but I mean, maybe this is a warning. Like, that's what the yellow is a warning, right? Somebody could be coming at you with divorce papers. Oh, man. Somebody could have been having a secret and that came out. And that was the last straw. Anyway, again, not true for everybody, but interesting. Again, only take it if it resonates. Or take the parts that do, leave the rest. That's just one scenario I saw. Or you could be quitting a job. You could be done with a boss too. All right. Wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. I talked about manifesting and burning those papers. Taking charge of your life. Being the emperor of your own life. We have the love charm. Attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. Like I said, you could be finishing up with a karmic. Making room. Hold the space. Destined to release. You're holding the space for this unexpected, very unique, could be Aquarian individual. And then we have Goddess, healing feminine energy. Oh yeah, that's been healed within both people, if it is a lover that you're attracting. Or maybe you feel healed your own feminine energy, which has helped you release, because that's the yin. Okay. I'm going to get a rose oracle for you. Let's see what's under the deck. Protection, strong protective magic for the family and the home. Okay, well that's good if you're dealing with a domestic situation there with somebody. Okay. Sophia, this came through in the last pile. Divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within destiny. It's got that Queen of Swords energy. I think it just came back to reinforce that. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Trust your insight. The truth doesn't care about your feelings. It is what it is. Okay. The Mystic Rose. Compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. So if it is a separation situation, you can step away peacefully and maintain your grace and humility and still treat the other person like a human being. We have healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. Like I said, healing the feminine energy allows you to do that. And one more. We have Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight. Mysteries, learning, and teaching. So some of you could be stepping into a teaching role. But like I said, there's been a strong information purge or download. So hidden in plain sight too. That's the revealing. Under the full moon, things are come to light. Mysteries are revealed. We have Neptune that's conjunct this full moon. So Neptune's often the keeper of secrets in the subconscious. Learning things about your partner or your family. All right. And we have under that the codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. So that's the rebirth. After the end of the Ten of Wands. Starting new. All right. One more. Mystical wisdom. All right. Don't worry, be happy. Dolphin. Yay. And one more. Yeah, because wishes are coming true. You're attracting a love charm. And you're healing. So what's not to be happy about? Animal bond. Stand up for all animals. Okay. Well, some of you could just have a strong bond with your pets. They could be part of your healing process too. All right. And then dragonfly. Live life to the fullest. Absolutely. There's no time for anything else. All right. Well, thank you so much, Pile 3, for tuning in. If you're called to watch another pile, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.